are watching News 9 Digital's Facebook Live with me, Amrita, and we will be discussing about the Oxford University and AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine candidate. So recently, the vaccine, there were some reports that one of the volunteers in one of the phases of clinical trials in the United Kingdom of this particular vaccine had reported some sort of severe neurological condition. While AstraZeneca did not clarify on what exactly this particular condition was, there were reports stating that it could have been transverse myelitis. That being said, currently the UK drug regulators have investigated this matter and they have given a go-ahead for the clinical trials to resume after a brief halt. It has also resumed in Brazil and other places, and right here in India, the drugs Controller General here has also given a go-ahead, a green signal for Serum Institute of India to resume its phase 3 trials. Earlier, DCGI had served a notice to Serum Institute stating why haven't they halted the trials given these reports, but now it has also got the green signal to resume the trials. That being said, there is one difference. The United States FDA has been hesitant to resume clinical trials of this particular vaccine candidate in US. The reason that FDA has stated is that they do not yet have all of the facts, and that's why they cannot be sure, and it is their responsibility towards the American people to ensure that the vaccine is safe even when it is going into clinical trials. That being said, is the drug regulator in India right in giving a go-ahead to Serum Institute to conduct the phase 3 trials or not? To speak about the same and share his opinions, we have Dr. Parmesh on the phone line with us. Dr. Parmesh, thank you for speaking to us first of all.
Thank you, Amrita.
Sir, first we would like to ask you about your opinion on the Oxford and AstraZeneca vaccine, because there were reports that there were some adverse side effects. So how concerning is this matter?
Well, before I make the second sentence, I make it.
Yes.
For COVID-19 virus to get herd immunity, nearly 60 to 70% of our population should have exposed to the disease to develop specific antibodies to this virus. Or the vaccine has to come, there is no second opinion about it. This COVID-19 vaccine of the Oxford University, now there have some problem was there, transverse myelitis, whether it's from the disease or he developing the disease or the vaccine. The certain clarification was there, that has been clarified. Some authorities have given for the clinical trial study of the third stage, where thousands of people have to be vaccinated, the volunteers, find out the efficacy of the vaccine and also safety of the vaccine. It takes a couple of months. I think if we delay it, we delay the vaccine. I think since it has been cleared up, we should go ahead and producing the clinical trial. I feel, and we should put aside the political and commercial angles along with the medical legal angles are there. Those issues kept aside. We should go ahead and prepare the vaccine. Once this trial proves its efficacy and it's published in the peer-reviewed journals and gets the clearance from the scientific committees, we should start the vaccination as soon as possible while keeping the cost containment in our country. It's important, and we are happy our country is producing this vaccine, which can get affordable.
Yes.
Unlike other countries, it's very difficult to, we could not able to match it. Earlier, H1N1 was 3,000 rupees per vaccine. Now we can make it 200, 300 rupees.
Yes.
I think we are proud of our country could be able to make this, and I think we should go ahead all these things, keep everything aside.
All right.
My personal opinion. Thank you very much.
Yes. Also, Dr. Parmesh, the U.S. FDA over here says that it doesn't have all of the facts. So the Drugs Controller General in India, is it right for them to, give the go-ahead to Serum Institute based on what the UK drug regulator has said?
Well, I think it all various clauses are there. Certain stringent is the FDA, Federal Drug Administration of the USA.
All right.
Stringent. Certain countries, certain guidelines are there. We follow certain guidelines. Maybe for our reason, for our country, certain things has to be taken into consideration keeping our people in mind.
All right.
Maybe they are taken in this context. I may not able to go further discuss about it. Thank you very much.
Right. And one last question to you, Dr. Parmesh. How is this particular news going to impact the further clinical trials? Because volunteers so far have been enthusiastic about getting themselves there and volunteering for the clinical trials. So how is this going to impact the further other vaccine clinical trials as well?
I think people are getting scared, like public are getting scared, and also volunteers is to come forward to get this vaccine with our remuneration, whatever is to get. Having heard these things, many of them don't come forward. And also we need thousands of people for the trial 3 so that we can find out the safety of many, many people rather than a dozen people for the first stage, second stage.
Yes.
I think this is sometimes it might delay the program a little longer. We might delay the vaccine coming to the utilization earlier. It is going to affect definitely.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Parmesh, for speaking to us and sharing your opinion on this matter. To add more context to this, the United States has already invested at least $1 billion in AstraZeneca's and Oxford University's COVID-19 vaccine so that it can deliver the certain amount of doses when the vaccine is approved by its drug controller unit. So that being said, it needs to be noted that yes, the United States does have commercial as well as even political interest in the COVID-19 vaccine being developed by AstraZeneca as well. But at the same time, the FDA over there is also quite concerned about the developments which have occurred in this particular vaccine making. So that being said, right here in India, the drugs controller does not seem to have any problem with Serum Institute going ahead and proceeding with the phase 3 clinical trials. It needs to be noted how much the drugs controller here in India knows about the developments that is happening, the details of the developments which have happened over the period of time. That is very important. One more thing which has come to the fore is that several scientists have been quite critical of AstraZeneca and the Oxford University vaccine because the vaccine makers have been quite hesitant to divulge into details of how exactly they are developing the vaccine, how the trials are going so far, and especially divulge details about this particular hiccup that it contracted with regards to the neurological disorder condition which developed in one of the volunteers. That being said, there is a need for further transparency among how the vaccines are being made, not just AstraZeneca's but also other COVID-19 vaccines as well. You can leave your opinion in the comment section down below. Also like, share and subscribe to News 9 Digital. Thank you.